All ready? I'd like to go ahead and call the special council meeting in order. Today is Thursday, July 18th, and it is 6:03 p.m. If I could please have a moment of silent meditation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All righty, thank you. Madam Clerk, may I please have roll call?
Roll call, Mayor Cabillos.
Here.
Vice Mayor Nickerson.
Here.
Councilperson Mathis is not here yet. Councilperson Urban.
Present.
Councilperson Roman.
Here.
Also present for the record, Janice Jacoby, Village Clerk, Interim Village Attorney Norman Powell, Christia, Village Manager.
All righty, thank you. I'd like to also acknowledge that we have our bond attorney here, Jolanda Hearing. And other than that, we also have Raphael, who represents Florida Community Bank, which is the bank of the, Synovus Bank. And not only is it our El Portales Bank, but it's where we have the line of credit. At this time, anybody in good and welfare would like to come up and ask anything or say anything? All right, hearing none, before I go to the first line item agenda, I'm gonna prelude with a couple of things. I did it at the last meeting, I'll be doing it the next couple of meetings. I asked the members in the audience, I asked the members of the dais, no one please speak out of term. If you need to say something with regards to the agenda, it must be approved by the chair. Members in the audience, please do not yell out from your seats. When it's time, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, so that it can be properly heard and in an effort to have proper decorum at every single meeting. With that said, I'm going to go right into the first line item, which is the line of credit extension. And with that, I will ask the manager to please lead us into the conversation for them.
Thank you. Good evening. This special council meeting was called in order to approve the extension of the village's line of credit that was opened this time last year, August of last year, in order to pay a debt that the village incurred as we did our Hurricane Irma recovery and cleanup. We took out a loan from our bank then, it was called Florida Community Bank, in the amount of $1.25 million in order to pay a contractor who did debris hauling and tree recovery for the village of El Portal. Over the course of this the past 12 months, we have filed all kinds of reimbursement requests and complied with the federal government in order to receive reimbursement for those funds that we expended. And we have to date gotten all of those requests encumbered or obligated, but we have not received the monies yet. So as we are approaching the deadline for this present line of credit, we are asking for an extension of that line so that we are in compliance with our agreement with the bank, but also that we are allowed the time to receive those funds from FEMA, which have not come through yet.
Would you like to go ahead and call up
Yes.
our bond counsel
Yes, I
or
will.
either the bank?
I'd like to call Jolanda Herring, who's our bond counsel. She's an attorney with Brian Paul of Miller Law Firm.
Good afternoon. Hi. What you have before you is an ordinance which basically allows you to extend your line of credit for another 12 months. And also the interest rate will be increasing. So the bank submitted to the village on July 11th their proposal for the extension, which included an increase in the interest rate as well as the extension for the 12-month period. And so what we did is we went back and we amended your existing financing agreement for those changes. And that's what you have in front of you.
Okay, just for clarity for the record, when we use the word increase, can we say where it's at and where it's going to be and what the percentage of increase is going to be?
Do you know where it is? Okay, he's going to come up. Yes, so he'll give you what the existing rate is. Actually. You got it? I got it.
Yeah. I got it. Currently, the interest rate is currently 2.01 over the 1 month LIBOR.
Just for the record, can you please say Rafael
Oh, I'm
Cabrera,
sorry.
Synovus Bank?
Rafael Guerrero, Synovus Bank. The current interest rate on this line of credit is 2.01 over the 1 month LIBOR. Ms. Jolene is correct that the rate has increased, but keep in mind that the market itself has also increased, and this reflects the changing market. We are increasing slightly the spread. As I mentioned, it's 201 over 1 month LIBOR. Right now, as of July 1st, that LIBOR rate was at 240, making the total rate 441. The new terms call for that spread to increase from 201 to 205. And keep in mind, though, it's our forecast that the LIBOR rate might actually drop, but there's no way of saying. But again, the increasing rate is really to match what the market currently demands.
So it was 2.01. Did you say what it is right now? I missed it.
2.05. So it's 4 basis points
Got it.
over last time.
Okay, and just for the record, is the loan in default?
The loan is on default.
Has it been in default?
It's never been in default.
And with this extension, what would be in default?
You would become in default if you were more than 30 days past due.
Are we more than 30 days past due?
You haven't even, no, the answer is no.
I mean, I'd be asking you, Jolene, the same questions. Lastly, I know we've been complying in the last year in terms of payments with interest.
All the payments have been received on time.
Any other questions? Thanks, Dr. Okay, Jolene, so for the last year, we've been complying with the loan.
Yes, to my
All
knowledge.
the payments have been made on time.
To my knowledge, yes.
With this ordinance, first reading and second reading will be in compliance with the extension.
Yes, that is correct.
Any other questions for Jolinda? Okay, hearing none, may I please have the attorney read the ordinance into the record, either attorney? It's fine. Oh, okay.
Okay, so the title of the ordinance is ordinance number 2019-03. It's an ordinance of Village of El Portal, Florida, approving the execution and delivery of amendment to financing agreement, providing for the rights, securities, and remedies for the owner of the note, making certain covenants and agreements in connection therewith, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
The ordinance has been read into the record. Is there a motion to accept the ordinance?
A motion to accept the ordinance.
Motion been set by Councilperson Roman. Is there a second before discussion?
I'll make a second.
Second by Vice Mayor Nickerson. There is a motion on the table. I have one question. With the entire ordinance as before, has any wording changed at all from the original one?
The one you have currently?
The one that we filed a year ago?
Yes, because all this ordinance does is approves the amendment that you're doing. So we're amending the financing agreement. So a lot of the provisions that we did a year ago, we don't need to do those because they are the same. Those have not changed.
And then on this, I'm trying to look here right now, on this ordinance, it indicates the interest rate or the minor increase.
It does not, but if you go to, there is a part of your package that has the amendment to financing agreement. And on page 2 of that amendment, you'll see where under definitions, note rate is equal to 2.05. And as he said, it was 2.01 prior.
So I know that the agreement is filed with the ordinance. Is it not necessary to have the interest rate on the ordinance?
No, because the ordinance approves the amendment, which is where the interest rate is in the amendment,
Which is the attached document,
which is the attached document.
amendment to the financing. Okay. Any questions for the attorney?
Not necessarily, well, there's one small question, Madam Mayor, if I may. So the interest rate is locked in for the next year, or does it fluctuate with, if the market fluctuates, will the interest rate fluctuate also, even though?
So the interest rate is a variable rate, so it will fluctuate.
So, I just want to make sure.
Okay. So I guess, is there any other question?
You want to add something?
Perhaps I should elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I was going to ask a question, but you can go ahead, you might answer it.
All right, what's fixed is the spread. The benchmark that we're using is the 1-month LIBOR. That can change, and the way that we calculate it is on the morning of the 1st, when your payment is due, at 11 o'clock, we're going to look at what LIBOR is, and we'll use the Wall Street Journal to figure it out, and whatever that rate is, we're going to add the 205 on top of that, and that's going to be your rate for the rest of the month, or the rate that that payment for that day is going to be calculated against. As I mentioned before, LIBOR itself is a variable rate. It can change. It changes daily. In reality, it can change daily, but it's only on the 1st that we're going to look, and that's where we're going to take a snapshot and then throw the spread. So we have obviously no control over the LIBOR. The only thing that's really changed from then till now is just the spread, just going up 4 basis points.
And when we receive the money before the loan, the length of the time of the loan, there is no penalty when we pay it early.
No prepayment penalty whatsoever.
Any questions for Raphael, who's on the podium from the council?
So I just wanted to add to that, in fact, your documents say once you receive your FEMA reimbursements, you are to pay the loan down.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm sure once the manager, once that's all solidified, the funding is, I'm sure it's wired, it's direct, and it's going to go to the bank. That's, okay, any other questions? Okay, hearing none, Madam Clerk, can I get a roll call on the ordinance, please?
Roll call. Councilperson Earlbaum.
Yes.
Councilperson Roman.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Nickerson.
Yes.
Mayor Cubillos.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0.
Thank you. Unfinished business? New business? Good and welfare? May I have a motion to adjourn? Motion to adjourn. May I have a second?
I'll second the motion to adjourn.
Motion's been made by Councilperson Roman, second by Vice Mayor Nickerson. All in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing none, the special council meeting adjourns at 6:15 p.m. Thank you.